Maybe we can wait for 1 more minute, okay? Let's start at 8:20. Yeah, so by the way, how was the exam today? For those who had exam today, how many of you had exam today? Ah, Shreya and anyone else? Samshipta, did you have an exam today? Okay, how was the test paper, Shreya?
Ma'am, it was very good, and today my exam is
Good
English.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening. So what exam did you have today?
English.
English, very good. So what was the total marks? In how many marks did you write the exam?
50. 50.
50.
Yes, ma'am.
Good, good. So you are in grade 5, am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, good. Very good. Good. Okay, guys. So in the last class, we discussed all the four tenses under present tense. What are the names of those four tenses? Can someone recollect it? Can someone recollect it? Yes, Palak has raised her hand. Yes, Palak.
Simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense.
Very good, very good. Okay. So Samshipta, you can also answer it. You have raised your hand, say so. Okay, so what are the four
Yes,
tenses
ma'am.
studied in the last class?
Ma'am, a simple present tense, a present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense.
Very good, very good. Okay, so now let's discuss the structure of each of the tenses. So first question is for Soundarya. What is the structure of simple present tense?
Subject plus V1 plus object.
Good. Next is what is the structure of the present continuous tense?
Subject plus V1 plus ing plus object.
Okay, I think someone else can answer. Guys, what is the structure of the present continuous tense?
Subject plus is, am, or are plus V1 plus ing plus object.
Yes, subject plus am or is or are plus V1 plus ing plus object. Okay, so do not forget the helping verbs am or is or are. After that, you will be adding V1 plus ing plus object. Okay, good. Then, present perfect tense.
Ma'am, I will.
Yes, Sai Prasad.
Subject plus V3 plus has or have plus object.
It is subject plus has or have first, then V3 plus object. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
first has or have should come. After that, only you have to write the V3. Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good, good. Next, Divikshan, can you say the structure of present perfect continuous tense? PPC. Divikshan, are you there? No response. Okay, from there.
Subject. Subject plus have, has plus verb plus ing.
Okay. Soundarya, can you also repeat it?
Subject plus has or have plus been plus V3 plus ing plus object.
No ing plus V3. You can add ing only with V1. Okay. It's V1 plus ing. You can never add ing to V3 forms. We can't write eatening, givening, spokening. Not possible, right? So ing should always be added with the first form of the verb. Okay, whatever be it, only with the V1 form, only with the first form you can add ing. And guys, what is the word that we use to call a verb in its ing form?
Gerund.
It's called gerund. Okay, can somebody spell anyone apart from Soundarya? What is the spelling of gerund? Good, Soundarya.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, GERUND.
Good. Gerund, gerund. Very good. Okay. So before moving on to past tense, I just thought of discussing these questions with you. Okay. I recently conducted this test paper for one of my private students. Okay. Just a short test. It is based on only present tenses. Okay. So you can try answering these questions. After that, we will move on to past tense. So the first question is, how many simple tenses are there in English? You can raise your hands and come forward to answer. Okay. Yes, Soundarya has raised first. Next question is for Sai Prasad. Okay. Followed by Palak. Okay. We will go in the order. Soundarya first. Yeah.
12 tenses.
Look at the question carefully. How many simple tenses are there in English?
3.
Okay. What are they?
Present simple tense, present continuous tense, and present perfect continuous tense.
Again, I'm
Present.
asking you to read the question carefully. How many simple tenses are there in English?
Ma'am, I will.
Wait, please. Let me see if she can do it.
Present simple tense, present continuous tense, past simple tense, past continuous tense, future simple tense, future continuous tense.
You don't
6
actually,
tenses.
actually, I didn't even ask about continuous tenses. The question is only about how many simple tenses are there. So, simple tenses are only three. It is simple present, simple past, and simple future. So, you don't have to say the continuous tenses here, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. I think you got slightly confused. Continuous tenses, na, then I would have mentioned it specifically. How many continuous tenses are there in English? How many perfect continuous tenses are there in English? Likewise, I would have asked specifically. Okay. Hmm. Next is for Sai Prasad. Expand S, V, and O.
Simple present tense.
Now, you have to expand S, V, and O. What is its expansion?
Subject subject plus verb plus object.
Very good. Okay. Next is for Palak. What is the write the structure of the simple present tense? Or you can say it.
Subject plus verb plus object.
Which form of verb?
V1.
Okay. So you have to be specific about it. Okay. Subject
Okay,
plus
ma'am.
verb plus object is the general structure of any sentence in English, the basic structure. But if the tense is specific in the question, then you have to specify which form of the verb you are writing, whether it is V1 or V2 or V3 or ing form of the verb. You should be specific about it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Mention any three uses of the simple present tense. Who has raised the hand? Let me see that lucky person. Okay. You have to give me three uses, Samshipta. Are you ready? Mention any three
Yes,
uses
ma'am.
of the simple present tense. Yes.
Three uses of the simple present tense are: first use, it is used to show a habitual or a repeated action that happens in our day-to-day lives. Then its second uses, it is used to express scientific thoughts or about scientific truth. And the third uses, it is used to express a future action that is already planned.
Very good. Great. Very good. Good. This is called perfect learning. Okay. This is what we expect. You know, sir posted one posting this morning. Okay. If you see Keshavmurthy sir's status, daily please do check sir's WhatsApp status. Okay. He will daily post one question in Tamil that you may not be understand. Those who are from Odisha, you may and Maharashtra may not understand, but The second post today was, according to his perspective, how are school students learning? So what he has written is, presently, majority of the students learn with a singular objective of finding answers to questions. Yeah, so most of the students are like that, including you and I. Even when I was during my schooling, we were all focusing more on finding answers to questions. Okay, you may have studied a very big chapter, no matter how lengthy the chapter was, but you mainly focused on the answer the following part. That is the questioning and answering part. But what is the desirable learning? He says students learning the entire lesson and learning by creating questions ourselves is effective. So instead of only depending on the question answers given in the textbook, why don't you practice forming questions yourself? In each and every line, you can form a question for it so that you will get that line as the answer. Okay, so that is the best thing that you can practice now. Especially students who are in class 9 and 10, please start doing it now. Okay, because you must have the ability to form questions yourself by reading a paragraph or by looking at a story or by reading a lesson. Okay, this will help you in subjects like English, history, geography, civics, political science, and also in biology. So please start forming questions yourself while studying. Yes, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the last question is
Yes, ma'am.
good. Last question I would give it to four people. Okay. So we studied four uses for simple present tense. Four uses. I repeat the uses. First use is to speak about habitual and repeated actions. Second is to express universal truths. The third is to express scientific truths and permanent truths. Fourth one is to speak about future actions that are planned. So any four of you can come. Give an example for each use. I have now Divikshan, Soundarya, Palak, and Samshipta. Okay. Can we start? I will start with Divikshan first. ஒரு யூஸுக்கு ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள். எஸ் டிவிக்ஷன் யூஸ் சொல்லிட்டு எக்ஸாம்பிள் கொடு.
A thing which is going to happen, which we express in present tense.
Okay.
The train arrives today.
The
The train arrives today.
train or rain?
Train.
Oh, train arrives today. Very good. Okay. Samshipta, next.
Yes,
Use
ma'am.
and example. One use and one example corresponding to it.
Yes, ma'am. Uh, it is used to express the scientific truth, like such as water boils at 100 degrees Celsius.
Good. Good. Soundarya?
To express a universal truth, the earth revolves around the sun.
Good. One more person I called Palak. Palak, can you give an example, a use and an example? Palak or Sai Prasad can come. Sai Prasad, can you give an example for the last use of simple present tense?
Universal truth.
Universal truth is already
The
told
sun.
by Soundarya. That's already told by Soundarya. Three uses are told. Only one is left. What is that? Okay. Who can find
Ma'am.
out the last? Yes, yes, who is that?
Situation, ma'am.
To show a repeated habit.
Oh,
Habitual action.
Repeated
yes,
habit.
yes, yes, you are correct. So can you give an
I
example for
go,
that, Palak?
I go to school.
Okay, good. So this is how you have to form questions by yourself. Okay. So yeah, next is once we complete all the tenses, we will go through these questions. I have a set of questions for you. Simple tenses, continuous tenses, a perfect and perfect continuous tenses. Okay. So we will do it once we complete the lesson. All right. Okay then. So can we start the next tense today?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. So what is the second tense?
Past tense.
Past tense.
Simple
Past.
tense.
Okay. Okay. So how many tenses are there under past tense?
4.
Four.
Four.
4.
What are they?
Simple
Simple
past.
past tense.
Past
Past continuous.
continuous.
Hmm.
Past perfect. Past perfect continuous.
Good. Very good. Good. Okay then. Just a minute. Just a moment. A few seconds. I think it's ready. Okay. Fine. So today we can start simple past and we will discuss simple past and past continuous. Maybe I think we can complete past perfect and past perfect continuous in the next class. Let us go at a normal speed so that you don't get confused with everything. Okay. Okay. Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first let us start with simple past tense. So can anyone guess the structure of this tense? Raise your hands. What is the structure of simple past? Yes, Soundarya.
Subject plus V2 plus object.
Okay. So simple past tense follows the structure subject plus V2 plus object. So in simple present it was subject plus V1 plus object, but here it is V2 form because this is the past form of the verb. So V2 is the past form and this is where we use. It is in the simple past tense. Also, one important question for you. V2 form is used only in the simple past tense. In other words, I can also say simple past tense is the only tense that uses the V2 form of verb. Okay? வேற எந்த டென்ஸ்லயும் V2 வராது இனி. Simple pastல மட்டும்தான் இனி V2 வருது. It will not be repeated in any other tense. You can check it. Okay? So it is subject plus V2 plus object. The use is simple. The simple past tense is used to denote an action that is completed in the past. So any action that is done and dusted, it's completed in the past. So you can use this tense to show that. Okay. So Santoshi, can you read the examples now?
I ate an apple. She gave me a pen.
Good. I ate an apple. She gave me a pen. So what are the verbs that we have used in these sentences?
8 and gave.
Ate and gave. Very good.
Gave.
Ate and gave are in the V2 form. So in the above examples, the action is already completed. It is done. It is over by the subjects I and she. Hence, the sentences are written in the simple past tense. Clear? So simple past tense is basically used when you want to narrate something that already happened in the past. So most of the stories that we studied are in the simple past tense. Similarly, while sharing your experiences, when you're writing diaries, you will be mostly using simple past tense. And there is one more writing skill which uses simple past tense very frequently, that is report writing. Imagine that you are a reporter and you have to prepare a news report on some incident. You will be describing the incident in the past form only because that is already completed. So simple past has a lot of uses in writing skills. Okay. So these are some examples. Any two people can come, please. I will do one thing. Yeah. One can be Sai Prasad and second one can be Shreya. Are you there? Shreya Naik.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sai Prasad can read the first five. Shreya can read the remaining examples. Okay. Next, Sai.
Mala gave me a notebook. Sheila worked for 10 hours yesterday. Gokul consumed plenty of medicines. She was a good girl. I did all the jobs alone.
Good. Shreya, you can continue, ma.
Nobody helped me to complete my work. Jitin repaid the loan last month. Ajay drove his new car in the junction. The television was repaired. The children wake up early in the morning. He got injured as a result of the car accident.
Very good, very good. It's not wake up, it's woke up. Simple past tense, है ना? Okay. All right. Guys, now a question to you. Out of all these sentences, there is one sentence in which there is no object. Who can find it out?
The television was repaired.
Hmm. Yes. So you're not having an object. There is only subject and verb. But here you are having two verbs, the helping verb as well as the main verb. So there are possible cases to write these kinds of sentences. Okay, good. Next is sentences without objects. So just you can see that there are cases where we can write, where we can form sentences without objects also. Like boys played, birds flew, women cooked, children studied, girls dressed up, I ate, she ran, etc. However, it is always advisable to write sentences with objects. At least if there is no object, maybe you can use a complement or any prepositional phrase so that it will be more meaningful. All right. Now moving to past continuous tense. So the structure of present continuous tense is subject plus am or is or are plus V1 plus ing plus object. If so, then what will be the change in past continuous?
Subject plus was or were.
What about others? What will be the structure of past continuous tense? Any guesses?
Was and verse, ma'am.
Verse illa were.
Subject was or were plus V2
No V2.
V1 V1 plus
V1 plus ing.
In continuous tenses, we always use V1 plus ing. No V2. Except simple past tense, we don't write V2 in any other tense. கொஞ்சம் முன்னாடி தானே சொன்னேன். Clear? So, this is the structure of the past continuous tense. It is subject plus was or were plus V1 plus ing plus object. So, where do you use was and were? How do you know which one to use?
was is for singular and were is for plural.
Was is for singular and were is for plural.
Exactly. Was is used with singular subjects and were is used with plural subjects. Now let me ask you one question. What kind of subject is I?
Plural
Is
subject.
or plural?
Plural.
Okay. 1 second. How many of you say 1 second? How many of you say raise your hands? Okay. Only one person is saying singular. It is singular. Okay. So Smita, you can lower your hands. Okay. How many of you say that I is plural? Only two are saying I is plural and only one is saying I is singular. There are 9 members in the class, but only 3 of you have voted. So what about the rest of the 6 people? Don't you have an opinion at all?
Ma'am, in
No,
this
ma'am,
case, I
I
is used with
plural.
was,
My
but
question
in
is
some
just one thing. My question is just one thing. Do you consider I as a singular subject or a plural subject? That's it. Rest of the things we will discuss later. I just want a single answer. How many of you consider I as a singular subject? You can raise. If you consider I as a plural subject, then now you can raise now. Okay. So Santoshi, Soundarya, and okay, only Santoshi and Soundarya are considering it as plural. No? Hasmita, you raised for already the singular part. है ना? You said I is singular and now you are saying I is plural.
No, ma'am, I singular.
I is singular. Okay. So one person is saying I is singular, the other two are saying I is plural. What about the others? Diviction, pair pera.
Singular, ma'am.
Huh?
Singular, ma'am.
Ma'am, I is singular.
I is singular. Okay, okay. What about division?
Singular, ma'am.
Okay. Then Shabna,
Singular.
singular. Samshipta, singular. Okay, okay, fine. So I think most of you answered. Yes. What about you, Sonal? Is I singular or plural? What do you think? What do you think? This letter I is in fact, according to the table that we studied in English grammar, is singular. I is a singular subject because in general sense, I அப்படின்னா நான். In Hindi it is मैं. So I is a singular subject. But we know that most of the times when you are writing a verb with I, you will be using the plural form of the verb. Yes? It's like I dance, I sing, I play, I listen, etc. So at that time you get a confusion. If you get confused, is I singular or plural? In fact, I is actually singular only, but it's an exception that you should not write singular form of the verb with I. We never write I likes, I sings, I dances, I plays. That's wrong. So verb should always be plural with I, even though I is singular. Okay. So now in present continuous tense, you write I am cooking, I am driving, I am learning, etc. In past continuous tense, will you write I was or I were?
I was.
I was.
Okay. Okay. What about others?
Was. I was.
Okay.
I was.
Okay. But let me ask one more question, one last question. We have seen cases where we write I were. I hope you would have also seen such sentences. Some were, I were. Yes,
Is that a conditional clause?
sorry, I didn't get.
If we use conditional clauses, we can use I were.
Okay, not in all conditional clauses. It comes only in one. Can you point it out?
I don't know the type of clause, ma'am, but it comes like this. If
Oh,
I were you, I would be doing this. Like
okay,
that.
exactly. So that is a very good example. If I were you, I would have done like that. So I kuda eppovume we use was in past continuous tense. 99% of the sentences, in 99% of the sentences, it is I was only. Just in 1% we use I were, and that is to show hypothetical or imaginary conditions. So, what is meant by the word hypothetical or imaginary?
That was actually not possible, but we are just imagining ourselves in that situation.
That's it. So, we are simply imagining that if this happens or if this had happened, it would have been good. So, hypothetical situations can come in both present tense as well as in the past tense. For example, if I say, if I were you, I would have completed the work by now. Similarly, if I were a bird, I would fly. If I were a doctor, I could have saved his life. So, all these are imaginary. You can't become a bird. You can't become another person. If I say, if I were you, I would have completed the work by now. But is it possible for a person to become like another person? 100%? Never.
No, ma'am.
I would say it's never, because maybe you can imitate a person's actions, you can imitate a person's sound, or even you can imitate a person's makeover, appearance, but you can never become like another person in behavior. You can become, but it's actually you are adapting another person's behavior. Okay, imagine that you have a role model and you like that person very much, you want to become like that person. Definitely, you can learn good qualities from that person. However, there will be some difference between you and that person. Okay, it could even be a single difference. Maybe he likes coffee but you don't like, or maybe he likes to read but you don't like. என்ன வேணாலும் ஆகலாம். It can be even a single difference. So, I were is always used to speak about conditions which are not going to happen in reality. If I say, if I were a superstar, I would have bought a BMW. But is it possible for me to become a superstar now? Like, we don't know what happens in the future, but now it's not possible. Right now it's not at all possible. Similarly, if I were a bird, I would fly. Can I become a bird in this birth? இந்த birthல எனக்கு ஒரு bird ஆக முடியுமா? முடியாது. சும்மா வேணா fancy dress போடலாம் அவ்வளவுதான். Okay, so this is where we write I were, and such kinds of situations are called hypothetical conditions or hypothetical situations. Okay, so except in this case, in rest of the cases, it is always I was. Is it clear? Any doubts? யாருக்காவது இதுல doubts இருக்கா?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
I were வந்தா எதுக்குன்னு புரிஞ்சுக்கலாம். And this conditional clause is actually, it comes under the third conditional statement. Okay. If I were. If I were. Third conditional வரும். Okay. So now you can see the use. Coming back to past continuous. The past continuous tense is used to show an action that was continuously happening in the past. Okay. So, Sonal, can you read the examples? Sonal. Or Shreya, can you?
Yes, ma'am. Rani was driving when I called her. I was washing the utensils. Rekha and Rakhi were hardworking students. Children were playing in the park.
Very good. So in the above examples, we can see the subjects are Rani, I, children, and Rekha and Rakhi. All these subjects were doing some action continuously in the past. So we are using the past continuous tense here with the structure subject plus was or were plus gerund plus object. Okay. So we have few examples. Okay. I want any two. Please come forward, any two people. Okay. Santoshi and Divikshan. Santoshi can read the first five. The next five.
Ma'am,
Divikshan. Oh,
was painting a portrait. Brenna was cooking a delicious dish. Anjali was driving a scooter. Sanjan was supplying food in the hotel. Bala was taking orders from the customers.
good. Divikshan.
Priya, Priya was praying in the temple. Amu was thinking about her exams. Karthik was playing video games.
Hmm.
Jaya was walking on the road. Abhi was writing a letter.
Good. Very good. So you can see here all are speaking about actions that happened in the past continuously, right? And this is where we are using the past continuous tense. Any doubts in this tense?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay then. So next is past perfect tense actually. I will just give an introduction to this tense. Okay. So is anyone aware about where to use this tense? Does anyone know? Past perfect tense எங்க யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க? Any guesses? Just you can guess, yeah. Right or wrong, let it be.
Which happened before a short period of time.
Hmm, not exactly correct. Okay. Okay, fine. Any other answers?
A period of time before an event in the past.
Hmm. Good. But you are partially correct, but I need a detailed answer. Anyways, we will check here. Past perfect tense is used to denote two actions that had taken place in the past, one after the other. That means one action would have taken place before the second action. So, two actions happened in the past, but one happened first and then only the other one happened. So, here you will use the past perfect tense to show that first action. ரெண்டுமே பாஸ்ட்ல முடிஞ்சாச்சு இருந்தாலும் ஒன்னு முதல்ல முடிஞ்சிருக்கும் இல்லையா with that or for that action we use the past perfect. So the structure of this tense is subject plus had plus V3 plus object. Present perfectல நம்ம எப்படி எழுதணும் structure?
Subject plus
Subject plus
Subject plus
has or
have
have
plus
plus
B3
V3
plus
plus
object.
Exactly. So there it was has or have. This is past perfect, so you are using had. So it is subject plus had plus also remember to use V3 because it is perfect tense. எல்லா perfect tensesலயுமே V3 form தான் வரும். Okay, plus object. So I have given two examples. So when we reached the station, the train had gone, or I can say the train had gone when we reached the station. Similarly, by the time you reached home, the children had slept. I can also write it, the children had slept by the time you reached home. Let us take the first case. You reached the station, but the train had gone. Okay? Both actions are completed in the past. But which one took place first? You reaching the station or the train leaving the station?
The train left.
Exactly. The train left the station first. Only after that you reached the station. That's why I have underlined that part. The train had gone. Subject plus had plus V3 is gone. V3 plus there is no object. It's not compulsory. Okay. Similarly, you reached home, but the children had slept. Which action happened first? நீ வீட்ல போனதா வீட்ல போய் ரீச் ஆனதா இல்ல குழந்தைங்க தூங்கினதா?
The children slept first.
First, yes, the children had slept first. So by the time you reached home, the children had slept. So the children is the subject plus had plus V3 is left. Okay. So the children had slept by the time you reached home. So first action is used or written using the past perfect tense. Maybe we can read the examples and wind up. Okay. Yeah. Soundarya can read the first five.
When Sulu reached home, the maid had left. When I reached the office, the manager had gone from the cabin. By the time the children sat to study, the power had gone. By the time you called me, I had ordered the medicines. Before the meeting, Nandan had departed the office.
Good. Samshipta, you can continue the remaining. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. The flight had taken off from the airport. It had rained when the children went to play. The students had completed the project before the stipulated date. The train had left the platform when I reached the station. The bank had closed before I arrived.
Very good. Stipulated means before a deadline, a particular date. Okay. So here you can see I have spoken two actions in each sentence, but one action took first and then only the second action happened. Okay. So just go through the examples in your mind. See whether you are having any doubts.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of the word departed?
Departed means to take off. Take off, in the sense it is mainly used in cases where a vehicle leaves a place or when a person leaves a place. So Nandan had departed the office means Nandan had left the office.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay guys, is it clear? Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Yes.
All
Yes,
right. All right. So in the next class, we will continue with the past perfect continuous tense. Okay. So you can practice whatever we have studied. Those who want to revise can watch the recordings. Today's class recording will be posted by tomorrow morning. Okay. Yeah. So we will meet on Saturday at 8 o'clock. Okay. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
thank
So
you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
bye bye.
Thank
And
you,
all the
ma'am.
best for your exams.
Thank you.
Wishing you good
Thank
luck.
you, ma'am.
Bye.